So go ahead and just set that aside and let it do its work. And I'm going to stop sharing, and then I'm going to jump over to Command on the desktop. And then the second icon down here is Contacts. So go ahead and just click on that. That'll take you to Contacts. So you can see, I can actually already see like this 4Ocean, this A Motorsports, Gathering Quail, whatever. These are contacts that were coming in from my phone. But if you go up here and let's type in Alex Tester, and you should see Alex Tester, the contact that we created on the phone.
So sorry, Doug, so you want us to be following along doing this on our own screens?
Yeah, if you can, that'd be great, right? Probably be better for you just to get that muscle memory to do it as well. Again, I'll share the recording afterwards. You can go back and look at it, but this will be a good way for you to see how we kind of walk through what we're doing while I'm doing it as well. Cool. Okay, so Alex Tester, great. Just showing you that you created that contact in the Command app. Boom, it's right here for you to also see and use within the Command application on web. Okay, let's just clear that out of there. So that'll take you back to this list. So the first thing that we want to do, remember this list is coming in, and you want to be able to just narrow down to the list of contacts that are coming into your phone. And then from that list, what we're going to have you do is we're going to have you go through and you'll archive the contacts that you don't want, and then you'll tag the ones that you want to keep. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. By default, there's something called a SmartView. You'll see these right here. It's light gray, kind of unfortunately hard to see, but it's SmartView and it defaults to all contacts. That's the default. So what you're seeing, what you'll see in the list right now is you'll see all the contacts that came in from the phone plus all the contacts that were already in Command for you. Okay. Over here, you'll see this is showing 10 contacts at a time, which means like 10 per page. You have to go to the next page, to the next page. If you want to change that, you can always click on this and change it to 500. And that way you can keep scrolling down through 500 at a time. Okay. For the purposes of setting up this SmartView, that's what's called the SmartView, which is a filter where you'll just see the contacts that are coming in from the phone. I want us to customize the columns because this is the columns that you see by default. You got to scroll over to see, you know, email addresses and physical addresses and stuff. So if you see this customized columns right here, go ahead and click on that. And then I want you to, over here, you'll see the columns that are currently showing and the order in which they're, the order in which they're showing is over here, but the columns that are currently visible. Click on primary address. So you have that checked. And then what I want to do is I want to take the primary phone over here. And if you click on this and hold down and then drag it to the top, and take the primary email, click on that, drag it to the top. Let's take the tags and drag it to right after primary email. And if you scroll to the bottom, you'll see when we checked on primary address here that added it over here. Take this and drag it to right after tags. Okay. Everybody got that? Okay. That's what you would do, right? And then go ahead and click apply. And when you click apply, what it's done is it's reordered the columns here. So you're seeing phone number, email address. If there are any tags on it, you'll see the tags. It will not, if you have like 12 tags, it'll show like the first 3 or 4, so it won't show all of them in this column, but you'll at least get a view. And then primary address if you have a primary address. Again, to customize the columns, you do that right here on this customize columns option. Okay, so that's the first thing. The next thing we want to do is we're going to narrow this list down to only the contacts that came in from the phone or are coming in from the phone. So you see this filters option right here. Go ahead and click on that filters. You should get this tray that comes up on the right. We're actually going to click on the advanced right here. So advanced filters, and that'll bring you to this advanced filter capability. Okay. So where it says where, you want to select the field. When go ahead and click into that, and in the search, type source. And then you'll see the option for lead source. You want to check, you want to choose that. And then includes any, and then the lead, select the lead source, type in the word phone. And there should be an option that says phone import. If you're not Barbara, if you're not importing, you may not see this phone import, and I'll tell you why in a moment. But you want to click on phone import, and then so you have that lead source includes any phone import. So what's happening is as the app is importing contacts from your phone into command. Remember, there was a lead source field in the contact. It's setting the lead source to phone import as it imports the contact into command, okay? The other thing that I want you to do is we're gonna add another filter, and let's search for tags, T-A-G-S, tags, select that. And then in this drop down, I want you to click the drop down and then select is empty. Okay, so remember, we're working to create a filter that's gonna give you a list of contacts that came into your phone that you want to review to do one of two things, either archive them or add a tag to them, right? And so as soon as you add a tag on a contact, this filter, that contact will no longer appear in this filter, right? We just want to use this list for you to be able to work through all the contacts that came in off of your phone until ultimately this filter doesn't show anything. The ones that you keep are still in command. And they're tagged, but that's what you want to use this for, okay? So everybody hopefully has this at this point, then click apply. Okay, and what that filter has just done is the list that you are seeing that is visible to you are only the contacts that have come in from command. And that total count that you see here are just the contacts that came in from command that are not tagged currently, right? So here's what I want you to do. Like, in order to work through this list, right, you're not going to, especially if you have like 1,500 contacts like I do, you're not going to do it in one sitting. You're probably going to do it piecemeal at a time. But as soon as you walk away from this screen and come back, you'd have to go through all that again, right, to get down to that list. So now that you have the filters set, we're going to create a SmartView. Okay, so if you click Create SmartView, it'll ask you to name the SmartView. So we're going to name this Review Phone Import. Okay. You can set it as the default as if you want to, but if you do that, what that means is every time you come to your contact list, you're just going to see these contacts. Again, the default view is to see all contacts. Really, what I would leave it at all contacts. And when you're working this phone list, you can come back and select this smart view, and it will narrow the list down to just those that came in from the phone. So Review Phone Import and then save smart view. Okay, and so you've just saved that smart view, and you can see up here, it says Smart View Review Phone. It's cut off, but Review Phone Import, right? Everybody good there? I know we went through that a little quickly. Again, I'll share the recording with you, but this is to get that list down to just the folks who have come in from the phone and who you have not tagged yet, okay?